Girls sexually miss guys who do this. How to make a woman miss you sexually. Leave a like on the video my love, and if you are new to the channel, subscribe to receive new advice. Do this to help the channel continue to grow. Leaving a like is all I ask as a gift. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of female desire and learn how to make her miss you sexually? Well, look no further. Welcome to the tantalizing theater of desire, where I'll be revealing 15 captivating ways to make a girl miss you sexually. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on this heart-pounding spectacle, unveiling the secrets that can leave her yearning for more. Are you ready to witness the drama, the intrigue, the irresistible allure of these game-changing strategies? Let's get going. Teasing, spark the fire of desire. Teasing isn't just for schoolyards, it's a potent tool in the game of attraction. Teasing creates tension, and tension can be incredibly exciting. Drop hints about your plans for your next date or whisper something suggestive in her ear before parting ways. The idea is to leave her guessing, anticipating. This anticipation keeps you on her mind, creating a longing that goes beyond just missing your presence. It's about missing your touch and your intimacy. So, keep her on her toes, and she'll be yearning for more in no time. Understand her pleasure, be an unforgettable lover. Being an unforgettable lover goes beyond mastering techniques. It's about understanding her needs, her desires, her body. Ask her what she wants, what makes her feel good. Trust me, she'll appreciate your effort to please her. And guess what? Studies show that women are more satisfied when their partners are responsive to their needs. So, be the man who makes her feel understood in and out of the bedroom. Seductive scents, leaving a trace of you. Scent is like your personal calling card. Ever caught a whiff of a cologne and had a flood of memories rush back? That's what we're aiming for here. Experts agree scent is strongly linked to memory and emotion. So, invest in a good quality cologne, one that matches your style. That way, even when you're not there, that lingering smell on her pillow or the whiff of your cologne on her scarf will transport her back to your shared intimate moments. And just like that, she's missing you and craving your presence. Keep mystery alive, the allure of unpredictability. For this next trick, we're delving into the mystery box. Predictability keeps things exciting, just like that suspenseful movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Being a tad unpredictable can stir her curiosity and make her crave more. But remember, guys, we're talking about cute surprises and changing up your routine, not flaking on dates. So, switch up the date venues, surprise her with an unexpected call, and keep her guessing about what's coming next. Memorable experiences, dates she can't forget. It's time to plan those unforgettable dates. And no, you don't need a private jet or a 7-course meal at a Michelin star restaurant. You can have a picnic at a beautiful park or even cook dinner together at home. By creating these unique experiences, you give her something to fantasize about when you're not around. And here's a little secret: when her heart races from the excitement of these activities, her brain might just associate it with you, thereby increasing her sexual desire. Master the art of touch, sensual connection beyond presence. The next secret is the art of touch. And I don't just mean getting handsy on a Saturday night. It's about a gentle brush of your hand, the warm comforting hug, or that playful nudge. The right touch at the right time can create an intimate bond and trigger a sensual response. Psychologists say that touch can stimulate the release of oxytocin, also known as the love hormone. So, let her associate that feel-good hormone with you, and she'll miss your touch even when you're not around. Passionate goodbyes, leave her wanting more. Don't you just hate goodbyes? Well, they don't always have to be a downer. It's about the way you look at her, the softness in your voice, the promise that you'll see each other soon. Make her feel cherished and desired. You know what they say about absence making the heart grow fonder, right? Well, a passionate goodbye makes the hearts, and other parts, grow fonder a heck of a lot quicker. So, give her a reason to miss you, guys. Leave things behind, subtle reminders of you. Ever found a forgotten item that instantly reminded you of someone? Leaving something behind can be a powerful way to keep you on her mind. Maybe it's your hoodie that smells like your favorite cologne or a book that you mentioned on the date. These things can serve as reminders of your presence, your scent, your touch. And just like that, she'll be missing you in no time. Kind gestures creates warm memories. Never underestimate the power of kindness. Small gestures can make a significant impact. Make her breakfast, give her a spontaneous foot massage, and listen to her after a tough day. These actions show that you care and that you're there for her, both physically and emotionally. These warm memories you create will make her feel good even when you're not around. In fact, psychologists say that kindness can be a powerful aphrodisiac. So, surprise her with your kind gestures and watch as she misses your presence, your warmth, and touch. Voice notes, keep her thinking of you. Did you know that your voice can be a secret weapon in the dating game? Yeah, it's all about those voice notes. You might think that they're old school, but believe me, they work a charm. There's something incredibly intimate about hearing someone's voice. It's like they're whispering in your ear. So, send the voice notes, talking about your day or maybe sharing a funny anecdote. The sound of your voice will keep her thinking of you, even craving your presence. Plus, hearing your voice can conjure up those memories of pillow talk and late-night conversations. Surprise messages, keep her anticipating. Now, you know what's a great way to keep her interested? Random surprise messages. No, not just a good morning text, I'm talking about something with a little more spice. Send her a cheeky message in the middle of the day or a flirty meme that made you think of her. But here's the secret sauce, don't be predictable. Keep her on her toes. It's all about the thrill of not knowing when she might hear from you next. And let's be honest, isn't anticipation half the fun? Flirt over text, keep the spark alive digitally. Now let's talk about flirting over text. In this digital age, knowing how to flirt over text is a must. So, don't be shy to drop her a compliment, a flirty emoji, or a playful gif. Just remember, keep it light, keep it fun, and keep her guessing. The right message at the right time can reignite that spark even when you're not physically together. So, get creative with your messages. Make her laugh, make her blush, make her yearn for more. Keep the spark alive digitally, and she'll be missing your touch before you know it. Delayed gratification, building anticipation. Now you've heard of the marshmallow experiment, right? Kids left alone with a marshmallow, told if they wait, they can have two. Well, it turns out waiting can be just as sweet in the world of dating. Build anticipation, don't give everything away all at once. Leave her guessing, leave her wanting more. Now, this tension, the anticipation, can heighten desire and make your eventual reunion all the more exciting. Yes, patience can be challenging, but as the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 17 powerful ways to dominate her mind, what to do and what not to do. Hey there, it's Pamela Raquel. Ever found yourself scratching your head, wondering why she's not thinking about you as much as you'd like? Well, today we are diving deep into the psychology of attraction. We'll explore the do's and don'ts that'll have you occupying her thoughts more often, and by the end of this video, you will understand how to dominate her mind in the best possible way, ensuring she can't stop thinking about you. Ready to become that unforgettable presence in her life? Let's get into it. Be genuinely curious. Now let's consider the art of conversation. How often have you found yourself in a situation where the chat just dwindles? It's like running out of gas midway on a road trip, isn't it? Well, the key is to be genuinely curious, and I mean genuinely. How? By asking open-ended questions. You see, when you inquire about her day, dig a bit deeper. Instead of a simple, "How was your day?" you could ask, "What was the highlight of your day?" or "Did anything surprise you today?" These kinds of questions require more than just a yes or a no, prompting a story or an emotion. And here's the golden part, listen actively. You've opened the door, now walk in and explore the room. Consistent communication, on the other hand, imagine your favorite TV series. You're hooked, right? But what if they add episodes sporadically, with no rhyme or reason? Frustrating, huh? Well, that's how inconsistent communication feels. When you interact with her, be present. It's like building a sandcastle grain by grain, layer by layer. Whether it's a simple text or a call, consistency is your best buddy. It's a sign that you genuinely care and are invested in the relationship. And trust me, being reliable is super sexy. Memorable surprises. Now, guys, I'm not saying that you should be popping up with a surprise every day. That's a bit much, isn't it? But consider this analogy, remember the deer in headlights look? Imagine gifting her that moment, that pure element of surprise. Maybe she mentioned she loves a particular artist, surprise her with their new album or even concert tickets if you're feeling generous. It's these little gestures tailored to her likes and dislikes that scream, "Hey, I'm listening, and I care." Intellectual stimulation sounds a bit intimidating, doesn't it? But think about it. Have you ever had those nights where you've talked about the universe, art, or the future? Deep and meaningful conversations can be intoxicating. They show that you're not just about the here and now, you're interested in the bigger picture, in her thoughts, her dreams, and her fears. Show her you are capable of diving deep, not just skimming the surface. Be authentic. Now we all know the feeling of wearing an itchy sweater. Uncomfortable, right? Pretending to be someone that you are not is just like that, unnatural and annoying. The beauty of authenticity is that it's a rare gem in a world filled with masks. Being yourself with all of your quirks is not just refreshing, it's magnetic. It says, "Hey, I'm comfortable in my skin, and you can be too around me." Remember, everyone can spot a fake from a mile away, so why be a knockoff when you can be an original masterpiece? Learn her love language. Have you ever tried plugging a USB into a port that doesn't fit? Frustrating, isn't it? Similarly, not understanding her love language is like trying to fit that mismatched USB. Every individual has a unique way that they prefer to give and receive love. It could be words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, or physical touch. Dive into that knowledge, and when you speak her language, it becomes a powerful tool in making her feel cherished. After all, why shout from a mountaintop in a language she doesn't understand when you can whisper sweetly in her ear? Share vulnerabilities. Alright, kind of sounds a bit daunting, but bear with me. Think of the strongest fortresses. They have their gates, right? And when these gates open, you enter a world that a few have seen. Sharing vulnerabilities is like opening that gate. It's not about being weak, it's about showing trust. When you talk about your dreams, fears, or those embarrassing childhood stories, you are saying, "I trust you with the real me." And guess what? That creates a bond deeper than the Mariana Trench. Make her laugh. Let's talk about laughter. Ever noticed how the room lightens up when someone shares a good joke? Humor is the universal icebreaker. Making her laugh, whether it's with witty comments, playful teases, or even dad jokes, creates moments of shared joy. Those shared chuckles and giggles are like inside jokes, tiny threads that over time weave a bond that's both fun and lasting. Prioritize her. Have you ever felt the warmth of being at the top of someone's list? It's like being the star atop a Christmas tree, right? When you prioritize her in big ways or small, it sends a powerful message: you matter. This could be as simple as rearranging your schedule to spend time with her, or as significant as standing by her side when she needs it most. The impact? Well, every time she thinks of someone who values her, guess who pops into her mind? That's right, you. Share experiences. Imagine opening a book filled with vibrant pictures and stories. These memories, guys, they are the chapters of that book. When you plan trips, activities, or even just a spontaneous day out, you are penning down another chapter. The thrill of adventure, the joy of discovery, and even those little mishaps like getting lost or missing a train become shared tales of adventure. And here's the magic bit: whenever she revisits those memories, you are right there beside her, every single time. Support her goals. Picture this: she's on a stage, spotlights on, with an audience watching. Being her cheerleader means you are in the front row, clapping the loudest. Whether she's reaching for the stars in her career or chasing personal dreams, your unwavering support is her safety net. It's the wind beneath her wings. And you know what? Every success, every milestone she achieves, she'll attribute a part of it to the one who stood by her side, you. Understand her perspective. You know those virtual reality headsets? Slipping one on lets you view the world from a whole different angle. Similarly, taking a moment to genuinely understand her perspective is like stepping into her world. It's not about agreeing every time, but about validation. When she realizes that there's someone who truly tries to get where she's coming from, this forms a connection, a bond. Each time she encounters a situation, she will instinctively wonder, what would he think? And there you are, right back in her thoughts. Remember details. Imagine you are reading a novel. In every intricate detail, every subtle nuance is remembered and referred to as the story unfolds. Feels fulfilling, right? Well, that's how it is with conversations. When you recall that she doesn't like strawberries or remember her dog's birthday, it paints a vivid picture. A picture that says, I listen, I remember, and I care. And every time she mentions a detail about herself to anyone, guess who she will be reminded of? Yep, the attentive listener, you. Consistency, remember the comforting rhythm of a heartbeat? Steady, consistent, reliable. In the symphony of relationships, consistency is that heartbeat. It's not the grand declarations that matter as much as the small, consistent gestures. A promise kept, a routine established, the predictability of your words and actions. These build a robust trust bridge. And trust me, when she thinks of someone dependable, someone she can count on rain or shine, your name will be at the forefront of her mind. Challenge her. Have you ever felt the adrenaline rush of pushing past the boundary or conquering a fear? It's exhilarating, right? When you challenge her, you become an integral part of her growth journey. Encourage her to learn that new skill, chase her dream, or just step outside of her comfort box. And remember, it's about showing her potential she might not see herself. Each time she reflects on her growth, victories, or even attempts, she'll associate those moments with you, your encouragement, your belief in her. Express affection. Now, picture this, a plant that's regularly watered, receiving just the right amount of sunlight. It thrives, doesn't it? Affection is that nurturing element in a relationship. A simple hug, a peck on the forehead, holding hands, or just those 3 magical words whispered at the right moment can make all the difference. And here's the thing, when you show her affection in ways that she cherishes, she will replay these moments in her mind again and again, like her favorite song on repeat. Share personal stories. Now, you know those captivating books filled with tales, adventures, and life lessons? They pull you right in, right? When you open up about your experiences, joys, sorrows, or the lessons that you've learned, you are essentially giving her a read into your personal novel. Not only does this create a deeper understanding, but it also fosters mutual trust. It says, I'm letting you into my world. Every story, every shared lesson becomes a chapter that she cherishes. And every time she reflects on similar experiences or faces challenges, your shared stories act as references, etching you firmly into her thoughts. Now that you are in the know, are you ready to identify the hidden signs that she secretly admires you or understand the subtle signs she wants to get intimate with you? Your deep dive continues. Enjoyed our approach? If this resonated, hit like, share your experiences, and subscribe for deeper insights. If you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you've received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and share it later. Let's continue. 20 things women say versus their secret meanings, mind-blowing revelations. Never fall for this. Desperate for a glimmer of clarity, prepare for a revelation. Today, we are storming the bus station of secrecy, shattering the walls of confusion to lay bare the startling truths behind those seemingly innocent phrases. The elusive, I'm fine, the misleading, let's just be friends, and the biggest Trojan horse of them all, do whatever you want. Prepare for an adrenaline rush as we delve into the mind-bending universe of women's hidden meanings. Hold on tight, the ride is about to get wild. Unraveling the, I'm fine. First up, we are tackling the infamous phrase, I'm fine. This may feel like a minefield, but don't retreat just yet. In truth, it's often a woman's way of signaling she would like you to dig deeper. Psychologists agree that when women say, I'm fine, they're often hoping for emotional support or acknowledgement, not dismissal. So, the next time she says this, take a moment to show her you are genuinely interested in understanding her feelings. This could be your game changer. The secret source of, we need to talk, the dreaded, we need to talk. It's enough to make any man's heart skip a beat, right? But, gentlemen, don't let your imagination run wild with doom-filled scenarios. Contrary to popular belief, this phrase isn't always a prelude to a breakup. In fact, relationship experts agree that it's often a woman's invitation to connect on a deeper level. So, take a deep breath, put on your best listening face, and prepare to engage in some honest conversation. Remember, communication is key to any successful relationship. Mastering the do whatever you want. Now, here's one that's a real puzzle. Do whatever you want. Before you rush off to celebrate your newfound freedom, think again. This one's not as straightforward as it seems. This phrase is often a test, with her wanting to see if your choices align with her unspoken expectations. As per experts, it's best to understand the context and act accordingly. Sometimes, what she really wants is for you to make a decision that shows you are taking her feelings into consideration. Deciphering, it's not a big deal. Let's dive into the phrase, it's not a big deal. It might sound dismissive, but it could actually be quite the opposite. Studies show that women use this phrase to downplay their feelings, to avoid conflict, or to test if you are willing to understand the gravity of the situation. So, if she says, it's not a big deal, take a step back and try to read between the lines. She might be saying it's not a big deal, but your attention to the matter could mean the world to her. Interpreting, I'll be ready in a minute, okay, let's talk about that, I'll be ready in a minute. No, this doesn't mean you actually have 60 seconds before she's out the door. In a woman's terminology, it's a flexible term. Psychologists say that time perception can often be subjective. But don't let this make you impatient. It's a golden opportunity to show her that you value her efforts to look her best. So, sit back, relax, and trust me, your patience will pay off. Decoding nothing, moving on to the nothing. That's right. When she says nothing, it usually means something paradoxical, isn't it? This silent signal is a classic. Relationship experts agree that it's often used when she wants you to realize something on your own instead of spelling it out. So, if she says nothing, don't take it at face value. Think back, reflect, you might just unearth the answer she's hoping you would find. Unraveling, maybe now. Let's demystify the ever-elusive maybe. These ones are a balancing act, and it's often her way of keeping options open without committing. Studies show that women often use indirect communication as a way to maintain harmony. So, when she says maybe, it's not necessarily a no, but it's not a solid yes either. Your mission, be patient and give her the space to decide. Dissecting, let's just be friends, now, we've all heard it. Let's just be friends sounds like the death knell of romantic intentions, doesn't it? But it's not always a rejection. Sometimes, it's her way of getting to know you better before moving to the next level. Experts say that solid relationships often start from friendships. So, don't fret, it might just be a pit stop on the journey to something more. Deciphering, you don't have to get me anything, spoiler alert, it doesn't always mean that she doesn't want a gift. More often than not, it's actually her way of saying, surprise me, show me that you know me. Now, psychologists agree, thoughtfulness speaks volumes in a relationship. So, the next time she says this, remember, it's the thought behind the gift that counts, not its price tag. Decoding, I need space, yeah, I know, it's a phrase that can send chills down your spine. But remember, it's not necessarily an omen of a breakup. Psychologists say that it's a healthy sign of individuality and self-care. She's simply asking you for a little breathing room, not cutting ties. So, respect her wishes and demonstrate your patience. This can actually bring you closer in the long run. Understanding, it's up to you, this phrase is not her shrugging off a decision but rather a litmus test for your decision-making skills. She wants to see how well you consider her in your choices. Experts agree that demonstrating good judgment builds trust in a relationship. So, the next time she tosses this phrase your way, show how you are up to the challenge. Unraveling, you are not listening, gentlemen, this is not just about the words you may have missed, it's about the emotional undertones, the silent signals that she feels you are not catching. Studies show that active listening is a vital ingredient in effective communication. So, when she says this, it's your cue to tune in more closely. Show her you're not just hearing her words but truly understanding her feelings too. Dissecting, I'm not mad, often, this phrase is a quiet storm, a veil over hidden frustration. She's telling you there's something amiss without causing an argument. Relationship experts suggest that acknowledging her feelings and opening up a calm, supportive dialogue can help address the issue. Remember, it's not about winning an argument, it's about understanding each other better. Decoding, I don't care, but spoiler alert, she probably actually does. It's a defense mechanism often used to avoid appearing vulnerable or to prevent conflict. Psychologists assert that it's usually a cover for some hidden emotions. The trick is not to take it at face value but to gently explore what's underneath. So, the next time she says this, be patient and supportive, let her know that her feelings do matter. Demystifying, we'll see, moving on to the we'll see phrase. It sounds metal, right? Well, that's because it is. It's her way of keeping the door open without making a firm decision. Now, according to experts, ambiguity can be a sign of indecisiveness or a desire for flexibility. So, instead of getting frustrated, take it in your stride and give her the room that she needs. Who knows, it might just lead to a pleasant surprise. Cracking, I'm tired. Next up, I'm tired. Now, this could be a simple declaration of physical fatigue, but it could also be something more. Mental health experts agree that this phrase is often a camouflage for emotional exhaustion or a sign that she's feeling overwhelmed. So, gentlemen, when she says she's tired, she might be hoping for empathy and understanding. So, be there for her, offer a listening ear, and let her know you are in this together. Interpreting, I don't know, let's decode that, I don't know. Now, this one's a bit tricky. It might sound like uncertainty, but it's often a way for her to buy time or avoid conflict. Studies show that indirect responses are often used to maintain harmony. So, when she hits you with an, I don't know, don't pressure her for an immediate answer. Sometimes, all she needs is a little time and space to simply sort out her thoughts. Is that what you're wearing? Then there's the, is that what you're wearing? It's more than just a question, it's a plea for connection. Psychologists suggest that when women ask this, they are seeking engagement and empathy, not just a simple nod of the head. So, gents, the next time she asks this, show that you're not just physically present but emotionally invested in the conversation too. Breaking down, whatever, finally, we have, whatever. It may sound like indifference, but it's often a sign of surrender, a signal that she's done arguing. Experts agree that continuing a conflict when one person has checked out can damage the relationship. So, when you hear the whatever, it's your cue to step back, cool down, and approach the topic later with a fresh perspective. Alright, that's our rundown on what women truly mean. But don't just go yet. Are you curious about how to flip the script and use reverse psychology to make her chase you? Or perhaps you are wondering about the signs she's thinking about you? Click on either video next, and remember, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for joining us today.